as you're filming me, it really doesn't intimidate me, it doesn't scare me. Okay? You've got a mask on your face like trying to hide your identity, it doesn't scare me.
You don't intimidate me, you can try and arrest me.
Okay.
Welcome to UK Cop Zone, the place where we highlight misconduct, examine policing and legal issues, defend public rights, and push for true accountability. Today's episode comes from the Gwen Auditor, so make sure you check out his channel using the link below and give him the credit he deserves that I end this footage. Gwen Auditor is calmly filming outside a government and BBC building. He's not causing trouble, not interfering, just recording from a publicly accessible area. Suddenly, staff rush out accusing him of trespassing, even though there isn't a single sign or barrier to support their claim. But things really escalate when the police arrive. Instead of calming the situation, the responding officer arrives with attitude on full display, barking orders, making incorrect statements, and showcasing exactly how broken some aspects of modern policing have become. This one is ego versus the law. Plain and simple.
It's private property.
What does it say it's private?
The landlord owns the land.
Who's the landowner?
I don't want to get into an argument with you. I would just like to leave sight if that's possible.
Who is the landlord? No, I'm not going to leave, no.
You're not going to leave?
No, I'm going to have a wander around.
Anyway, because it's private property and we don't allow you to be filming here.
I just wanted to find out a bit about the Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority, to be honest.
They're not here.
Well, funny, there's a sign in there that says Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority.
So why are you coming investigating the Gangmasters? What reasons do you have for that?
Because I find it interesting.
You find it interesting?
Yeah.
So I've called the police. I'm not going to get into an argument.
Which law do you think I'm breaking?
It's private property.
What law is that then?
And you're not allowed to take videos and photos of the building. It's not acceptable in the business that we're in.
Well, you can, yeah, of course you can. It's a government building.
It's not acceptable.
It's a government building.
Yeah, I know, but we've got procedures in place and people have to get permission to take photos. You've not asked for permission.
Well, surely it's public. If it's a government building, it's owned by the public.
Yeah, I know it's a government building, but it's still classed as private property.
She's completely mistaken, and here's why. The staff are confusing ownership with public access. A government site may be owned by a department or agency, but that doesn't automatically make it private property in the legal sense. If members of the public can freely enter without any barriers, gates, or no public access signs, then it is a publicly accessible space. Filming there is entirely lawful. The idea that you need permission to record is nonsense. There is no UK law stopping someone from filming a government building from a place they're legally allowed to stand. If recording isn't welcome, the responsibility lies with the site to mark the area clearly, not the public to guess.
It's about, because obviously this is a government building.
Yep.
What is it about?
It's a government building.
Yeah, but why are you filming it?
I didn't know I needed a reason. Why are you filming me?
Because I'm speaking with you and you're a suspect in an incident where you're filming a government building.
Suspect? That would imply that I've committed a criminal offence.
Listen to me a minute, okay? You're zooming in on people's IDs. I can tell you're one of those bloggers. That's absolutely fine, okay? But you can't be zooming in on people's IDs when this is a government building.
Who says?
It's the law, mate.
What law?
We don't play this game where...
Could you identify yourself, please?
Okay, PC 1191 Mercedes, as you can see by my badge.
What station are you based out of?
I'm based at Byron House Police Station.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are we filming? I don't really get what they are.
It's a government building.
Yeah.
I pay for it. I can film it.
Okay, so why are you getting mouthy then? Because the thing is that you've been getting mouthy with them.
They were getting mouthy with me. I was perfectly polite till they started giving me attitude.
Yeah, because they're asking why you're filming them when this is a government building and asking for their IDs.
The officer doesn't de-escalate. She dominates. Her tone is aggressive from the start. She mocks Gwen, calls him one of those bloggers, repeatedly uses mate, and speaks with clear condescension. It's unprofessional and guaranteed to create conflict. She even fails to identify herself until Gwen asks, something every officer should do immediately, rather than assessing the situation objectively. She declares Gwen suspicious simply because he's filming a government building and asking staff for ID. Both actions are lawful. Filming from public space is protected under UK law, and asking for identification from people working in or representing government institutions is perfectly legitimate.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm not going to give any details.
Okay, you need to give me your details.
No, I don't.
Yes, you have.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I think you need to get your facts straight there.
No, okay, you listen to me now. You've been getting mouthy with these people.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. You've been harassing them.
I haven't harassed anyone. They approached me.
You have. Okay.
You have the right to approach him.
That's lies.
He's filming, so we've asked him if he wouldn't film it on private property.
Yeah, of course.
We've been very reasonable with him, and the attitude that he has with you, he's had with us too.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
What was the reason?
There's nothing illegal about what I'm doing.
He said his interest in the Gangmasters and the abuse authority. He's just bullshitting.
Right, okay.
Basically.
Okay.
So we would like the possibility.
Yeah, of course you can. Is there
In a public place.
what you said at the minute?
No, it's not been threatening, but obviously he's not corresponding with us. Passed him lots of video. I've given us the reasons, which are valid reasons why. It's become arguments.
This is how misinformation spreads when people don't understand the law. Staff tell the officer who has been argumentative in filming in private property, but neither is true. There's no restricted access, no signage, and no law preventing him from recording. What makes it worse is that Gwen had already explained why he was there. He was filming for the Gang Masters and Labor Abuse Authority, a real government body that investigates exploitation and modern slavery. His actions were not random. They were connected to legitimate public interest documentation.
Because I was told that you were being quite abusive to staff and you were filming a government building.
Well, obviously
so
someone's
in our
lied to you
control
then, haven't
system, it's grade 1, which means that we travel on blue lights and sirens.
Okay.
And it's 2 vehicles because we're in a car each, so it's actually only 2 officers.
Okay.
So do you have like a YouTube channel or something?
You know, you were a bit hostile with me to start off with, demanding my details, so I'm not going to give you any information there, thank you.
Okay. Are you, so I'm going to need you to leave the premises.
Well, under what law?
Pardon?
Under what law?
Under Section 35 Act, okay? So it's a dispersal order, and I need you to leave this area, okay? Because people don't want to hear. You've been causing trouble, you've been shouting at them.
I haven't been causing any trouble.
Yes, you have,
You're lying,
okay?
though.
Stop being argumentative with me.
Stop giving me attitude, no.
No, you've given me attitude from the start, which is on my camera and yours as well.
Demanding my details and things like that straight off the bat.
You need to move your stuff. Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm not taking anything. I'm walking.
Section 35 powers were misused. Plain and simple. Section 35 is for situations where someone's behavior may cause harassment, alarm, distress, or contribute to disorder. Gwen was doing none of that. He was calmly recording in a publicly accessible area, which is lawful under Article 10 of the Human Rights Act and supported by MPCC photography guidance. Instead, the officer twisted the law to suit her personal feelings. People don't want you here is not a legal justification. It's emotional reasoning masquerading as authority.
Yeah, I've got him on my camera as well. It's just silly.
I've got it all on camera. No, it's not silly. That's your thoughts. I'd rather you keep them to yourself, to be honest. You're a public employee.
What's around here then? Is this your like full-time job then, plug
I do all sorts.
plug in buildings?
So we're on the public. Can you put the bag down now? We're on the public pavement.
I don't want you round that private property anymore, okay? If you are caught there again, I will come back and you can be arrested for it, okay? Do you understand that? I'm giving you a warning for this now. I'm being quite reasonable with
Okay,
you.
can you tell me which academic section that is, please?
It's under Section 35 Act, but at the minute I'm giving you a warning.
Section 35 of what?
Yes, it doesn't matter what.
No, it does matter what.
No, okay. This is end of now, okay? Just because you're filming me, it really doesn't intimidate me. It doesn't scare me.
Okay. You don't
You've got a mask
intimidate
on
me.
face like trying to hide your identity. It doesn't scare me.
You don't intimidate me. You can try and arrest me and anything like that.
All right.
Response when Gwen calmly asks, Section 35 of what? Is shocking. It doesn't matter what. This is the end of it, she snaps. That's not confidence. That's disregard for accountability. Any officer invoking police powers must state the legislation they're acting under. Refusing to do so shows she wasn't following proper procedure. She was improvising. Then she doubles down by accusing Gwen of trying to intimidate her because he's wearing a mask. Masks are legal, and in this case, clearly for privacy. Turning that into a threat shows she wasn't dealing in facts. She was reacting emotionally.
This again, okay? It's going to be taken further. You don't need that. You can get on with your day. You can go film some other buildings, okay? Get on with your vlogging business. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is one building that you can't film. Go and film another one.
I'll film what I like them in public.
But that's a private property that you've been on.
Yeah, it's publicly accessible. Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972.
Okay, well done.
However, the bit that you were on was part of private land, so you just weren't allowed on that bit. Okay?
Well, it's not government property, is it?
Huh?
Is it not government property?
That bit is government property.
Well, it's public property,
however,
isn't it?
no, it did not in this instance, just because of whatever goes on in there, and I've already had word in it. All right. So just because it's a government building doesn't necessarily mean it's always accessible to the public.
Well, I didn't see any signs or anything, Constable.
I appreciate that, and whatever it might have been, we've just tried to sort it out as the lowest level that we possibly can, okay?
No problem.
Which is why we've just asked you just to move away from the building and just not...
See, that's fine. If your colleague had asked as politely as you are
That's
right
what I
now...
did in the first
No, you
place.
didn't. You give me attitude, you give me lip, you're acting like you're acting stupid.
I'm not
so...
interested in either side now, as long as it's all resolved and we can just move...
Her colleague's approach shows exactly what good policing looks like, that he's calm, polite, and respectful. The contrast is immediately obvious. It proves the issue wasn't the situation. It was the attitude of the first officer.
You happy with that? No.
Yeah, see, you've been perfectly polite, thank you for
But
that.
what I will say is that my colleague is dead right. We've given you the warning for it. If you come back, you can be arrested for breach of 35 notice.
Which act is that, sorry?
It's part of the Public Order Act.
Public Order Act,
I'll
yeah.
read it out for
Yeah,
you.
that's
If that
fine.
makes you feel better, I'll read it out.
So it's literally just that
It's antisocial behaviour crime and policing act 2014.
Do you suspect that I have been committing antisocial behaviour? Because there is a Home Office document that is called the...
Mate, listen, I don't care about the Home
Well, you
Office
should care, you should care.
No, I should-
Yes,
no,
you
'cause
should
you're just
care.
going on- it's
I think you need to get
completely
retrained, you do. I'm going to
No,
make a
I
complaint,
think
yes
that
I
you
am.
need to move
I'm
away
making a...
from the area.
No, I'm making a complaint about you,
When-
professional standards.
That's okay, you can do that.
I'm making a professional standards complaint about you. Yep, here we go. They'll have that as
got
well.
the details?
Yep, yeah, thank you.
Alright, we're done then. See you
Okay,
later.
bye-bye.
The arrogance continues. While one tries to reference the Home Office document, she cuts him off mid-sentence with, "Mate, I don't care about it." She dismisses official government guidance, the very thing that should shape her decisions. Talking over him, mocking him, refusing to listen. All of it shows a lack of respect for the public she's meant to serve. When Gwen mentions filing a complaint with professional standards, it's the only sensible option left. Unfortunately, as he later confirmed, all he received was an automated email from Nottinghamshire Police and no follow-up. That says it all. The system built to hold officers accountable often protects them instead. This wasn't just a failure of one officer. It was a failure of the system that shields behavior like hers. From the start, she treated Gwen not as a citizen with rights, but as a problem to control. The more reasonable he became, the more unreasonable she acted. When her colleague stepped in, we saw how the interaction should have gone. Professional, calm, and respectful. And honestly, if she behaved like that in any other job, she'd be dismissed immediately. Imagine a doctor, teacher, or customer service worker speaking to someone that way. It wouldn't be tolerated. Yet in policing, it's brushed off without consequences. Until officers like her face real accountability, these encounters will continue. And auditors like Gwen will remain the only ones exposing the truth. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this coverage, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really supports the channel. And make sure to check out Gwen Auditor, linked in the description. Show him some support. Thanks for watching.